All right. I'm going to mute my mic so we can go on.
Go. Yeah.
The views and opinions expressed on the Jim and Zope cast are solely those of the individuals stating them and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Jim and Zope cast. Listener discretion is advised.
James, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Bobby.
Okay. Is that beer, Jim?
That is beer for the first time ever.
Jim is drinking beer. I can actually see him live right now drinking beer.
I mean, I don't want to promote, but that's what I'll show.
Sweet baby Jesus or something. But where's TR, dude?
You know what? I don't want to give his business away, but he got called back to Poland. There was some kind of beet shortage, and they needed his expertise to go tend them fields. So he really had to get over there for ASAP. So we are not going to have TR's gorgeous presence next to me tonight.
Well, he adds a lot to the show.
A lot,
obviously.
Nobody can. There is no better color man and no better newsman ever in the history of podcasts.
Except for everybody.
Except for everybody ever
in the history of podcasts. So you're welcome, America. TR isn't on this show.
Now we have nobody else to make fun of, so it's just down to me and you. But oh well.
Let's get to the end. Oh, we don't get to say anything like, oh, go out, screw yourself, TR.
Yeah, we don't get. Well, we can try.
Go screw yourself, TR. How
about intro?
Okay, let's go with the intro.
Hey, Pittsburgh, are you ready?
Loading Jim and Zopecast.
Here we go, Steelers. Feed 'em Bucks. Let's go, Pens. Live from Mixler and the pulse of all things Steel City. It's Pittsburgh's favorite podcast, starring Jim.
Hey, dude, I want to do a recording for the intro. Do you got anything that you want to do?
I'll be home in like 10, 15 minutes. Are you able to wait a little bit?
And Zope.
No, you got to do it right now. What is it? Say it right now.
I don't know. What are you thinking about doing?
I'm telling you right now. I need you to record. I'm recording you right now.
Why would you do something like that?
That's what I do, dude.
It's the Jim and Zope cast.
This is Mike Rossi.
This is Mike Rossi.
This is Mike Rossi. Mike Rossi. Ross.
Money.
Here we go. You're listening to the Jim and Zopecast right now. Right now. Right now. You're listening to the Jim and Zopecast.
Ba-dooby-dooby-dooby.
I'll tell you what, that fucking lead singer is retardedly bad. Great song. Great song.
Oh, you're talking about for the intro music?
Yeah.
You're the one that gave it to me, dude.
Because I didn't want to use I used just a cover band. He's awful.
Ridge. You don't want to use the original.
I don't want to use the Ridge. Don't want to get sued, all the money we make.
I hope Mike Rossi liked my little remix.
Yeah, Mike, that was a remix all for you, Mike Rossi. That was all for you, dude. Didn't want to do all boring on you. Want to give you the money. I did see Mike Rossi at P-Dubs last week and told me he wanted to hear his name again on the show, and there you are. That's for you.
Also, I heard it 400 times.
For money.
Especially when it was like,
He also wanted me to give a shout out to, I believe his name was Trent Jeter from Rochester. Apparently he was spotted over in Monaca at P-Dubs, so I guess he was spotted over there, Rochester celeb.
Who is Trent Jeter?
He'll battle the bridge guy down there at the old school high school football days. I guess him and Mike played against each other. So
I mean, I'm sure he's asking the same question about me. Who's this Bobby Zope?
Who's this Bobby Zope guy? But yeah, keep on listening. Mike Rossi, thanks for.
We appreciate all of our listeners
every week. I didn't know he listened that much. He says he listens a lot. So
I told you we got numbers that aren't showing.
Our numbers are not showing, but they are listening.
Just to let everybody know, if you listen to the show via the website, we have zero idea that you're even doing it, which is actually it seems to be most people do like to listen that way, but yeah.
I mean, if you go to the website jimandzope.com, And over in the media section, you'll see on the top, it plays for you right there. So, but if you're listening that way, we do not know.
You want to welcome them to the show, buddy?
I don't know. I do want to say if you are listening through the website, please go to our page on Facebook and message us and let us know. So at least we know. But anyway, welcome to Chapter 43 of the one and only Jim and Zope cast. I am Jim.
And I'm Zope.
And he is... Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, TR's not here.
TR's not here. Good luck on your beats.
That fat bastard.
You sexy little bitch, you. I don't know how we're going to get through this show without 3 classic news articles.
Dude, his news articles might be some of... I think he looks for news and he sees all these like really good articles. He's like, no, these are...
Nah. Groundbreaking comes to mind when I think of TR's news. Groundbreaking.
I can make TR's news by going out and throwing a firework into the air. A local man throws a firework into the air at Cranberry.
Roads were wet today.
That's a typical TR news.
Oh well, give us a little teaser.
All right, so for the show today, we're looking at a few different things. We want to talk about Gen X people versus millennials. There's a lot of talk online about the Gen Xers and the millennials, and there's also a big divide of people trying to figure out what years who falls into who. Who falls into where. We're going to be doing our celebrity death poll. We might be doing a frustration exploration with the NFL, or actually I think we will be doing that. I think we're going to be making fun of TR. We're going to be definitely making fun of TR a lot.
A lot.
It's going to be that, and then maybe some other talk about funny things that we did when we were drinking when we were younger.
Yeah.
And if we get to it, we might be talking about gun control and the primaries. So we're going to get pretty super serial on you guys. We're still going to joke around about it, but it is going to be gun control and primaries talk.
We'll see. We can get serious every now and again. You know?
I don't know how I feel about this, dude. I'm scared.
I don't think we're going to get there.
I'm scared.
I am scared. Anyway, before we do start, remember you can find us all over the internet. Just go over to iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, or TuneIn. Search Jim and Zope or Jim and Zope Cast, or just go straight over to jimandzope.com, and you'll get all your show needs there. Get your fix.
I got my fix.
I got sweet
on Route 66.
On Route 66. Yeah.
So, Jim, how was your week? I want to know what you did for Valentine's Day, buddy.
You really want to know what I did for Valentine's Day?
I want to know what you did.
You know how romantical I am.
Yeah, you are very romantical.
And I sat in my recliner, played Call of Duty with TR until I went to bed.
Really?
Happy V-Day, baby!
Now, did TR try to make any moves on you?
He did get me flowers, so I had to give him something.
Did he? Did he really get you flowers?
Really?
I have to ask
flowers.
that question. I hope you realize that.
No, he did not give me flowers.
Okay.
He made my bed.
Did he? That's freaking weird if he did. Did he grace your thigh?
He grazed my thigh. He made it while I was still in it. Tucked me in nice and tight, dude.
Give you the old tuck?
Give me the old tuck and roll. That's fucking funny. But no, seriously, I mean, standard weeks, bowling, darts, nothing.
So, Jim, since you actually got to be single through this Valentine's Day, did you find somebody new?
Nope.
I sense some rhythms in that room. I can't tell. I mean, are you sure that there's nothing new going on?
This is my only new love.
There's nothing new going on?
That's it.
Huh? Nothing you want to reveal live to our listeners of the Jim and Zope cast?
Sweet baby Jesus.
Okay.
I'm getting religious for you.
All right. Throwing that out there. If you like, you can have it. If not, send it right back.
If not, send it right back. It's right back to you, buddy.
So for Valentine's Day, I went to this place called the Shoe Brew in Zillionoble, which is pretty awesome. It's a brew pub, and the food was, oh my gosh, the food was freaking fantastic, and so was the beer. So I recommend it to everybody else. We had a great time. It was a 4-course meal. I could not believe how freaking good this food was, dude. I can't remember what we had. Oh, we had steak and a bunch of different beers. They have this beer called the Glutinous Maximus right now, which is freaking awesome. It's a espresso flavored beer. Jim, whoever you're talking to, I can't.
It's TR. Shut up.
Oh, it's not TR.
Yes, it is. He didn't want to talk to me.
They have this beer over there called the Gluttonous Maximus.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. I heard you say it. What the fuck does that mean?
It is a espresso beer, and it is freaking good. It's 10% alcohol, so it's real high. They consider it a barley, which I found out they just call it that because it's high in alcohol content.
Yeah.
They sell it in a bottle, but it's really good.
How much espresso is in it?
It's actually made with local espresso. I don't know how much espresso is in it. I think it's mostly beer.
Oh yeah, but they
There
probably put
is
like 2 shots per load or something.
That I have no
That
idea.
sounded
If you
so
smell
fucking dirty.
It did. If you smell this thing though, you can smell it. It almost is like you can almost smell the espresso and the cream to it. It's so fantastic. So if anybody's out there and you're thinking about somewhere to go, Zillion Opal has it. It's almost hidden away. You'll see it. It's right across from. It's almost right across from the Valero on the main street of Zillion Opal. It's called Shoe Brew.
Oh, down by the Strand.
Down by the what?
The Strand Theater?
Yeah. It's across the street from that though.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, I know where that is. There's an Italian restaurant down there in the corner. I can't remember what it's called.
At an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, I can't remember what
I
it's
can't hear Italian restaurant without thinking of Billy Joel. Is that weird?
A little bit.
Is it though?
A little bit.
I wanted to go see Deadpool today, but I didn't get a chance. I know TR got to see it, but he's not on the show to talk about it. But I have heard really good things.
Hopefully by next week we've all seen it and we'll talk about it all.
We will. There's a really cool app that I found called MSQRD, which actually is like short for masquerade, but allows you to take video and pictures of yourself, and it uses augmented reality to put something on your face. It is really cool. If you have I'm not sure, Jim, did you check to see if it was on Android?
I didn't check yet.
Okay. Can you check? Do you have time?
Yeah.
I know it's on iPhone for sure, but if you go, it's MSQRD, and it's pretty cool. It allows you to like take video of yourself, and one of them was like Iron Man. The other one it's just some weird stuff that they have out there. I think you'll like it if you go and search for it. It's thanks to Nicholas Hodnick. He's the one who showed me that. But let's see. First news article. Don't really have that. Thanks to TR.
It didn't come up.
What? Oh, okay. So this is iOS only.
I guess.
But if you have an iPhone, look for what was it called? MSQRD. But let's see. TR with the news.
Who's too ugly for you?
Oh shit! No, I forgot. No, fucker's
yeah,
not here.
no,
Yep,
he's not here. He's
Nope.
a piece of junk.
Asshole. I love how we hire all these people to be on our show and they think they can just take days off and shit. You know?
All these people.
Yeah.
What people are you talking about?
Our whole staff just fucking up and quits, dude. I don't know what you want. They have 6 days to get all this shit done. One night for an hour, we need you, and you can't show up. Cassie, TR, what the fuck?
Well, let's do the Gen X versus Millennials then. You want to get into that? A little bit of that?
Yeah, I do. Let's
A little bit of this? All right, so Generation X is I look at it as a pretty cool generation. It's a pretty cool group. I see myself as part of that group. However, the internet constantly argues that it is anywhere from people born from 1980 to 1984. So for the people that consider 1980, I would fall out of Gen X and I would then be a part of the Millennials group, which I don't think I'm anything like a typical millennial who would have been born after. I'm born in 1980. Jim said he's born in 1984.
You're born 1980?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, born in 1982. 1982. Sorry, getting my dates all screwed
Yeah,
up.
a little bit, buddy.
The flub is on fire. Now TR on the other hand, he would be considered a millennial for sure. He was born in like
89, 90.
Yeah, he's something retarded.
Yeah. Little boy shit.
But I decided to come up with some ideas that could potentially bridge the gap and show the difference between a Gen Xer and a millennial. The first would be the internet. For those of us that are Gen Xers, you possibly remember like getting started on the internet using AOL when they had the AOL chat, stuff like that. That is like, there's no chance a millennial would know anything about AOL. AOL was like really early on. It was how people started getting online.
Yeah.
At least, okay, I should say it was before some of. I mean, there was stuff before that, but
It wasn't like crazy mainstream and shit.
Mainstream internet started
95.
with AOL. Yeah, that was probably the best that I could put it. Also, there was Cartoon Network. When Cartoon Network first started out, I'm not sure. Jim, did you ever watch Cartoon Network?
I think when it first came out, it was a special something. I didn't have it. I don't think.
Come on.
I don't remember if I had Cartoon Network. I was always Nickelodeon. I didn't know about Cartoon.
I had Nickelodeon too, believe me. I love Nickelodeon, but Cartoon Network had it was cartoons 24/7. It was the only network that started out with cartoons 24/7.
Yeah.
Their cartoons were all old cartoons. They didn't have any of their own cartoons, which most people that watch Cartoon Network now are only aware of things like Powerpuff Girls and every other show that they've had that basically Cartoon Network on themselves made. But I want to say the first year the Cartoon Network was on, it was actually all old Hanna-Barbera shows and
Well, there's a channel like that now.
yeah, it's called Boomerang. I think.
Boomerang, yeah. And they have the Scooby-Doos, the Flintstones, Jetsons,
And that's actually
Tom
what
and Jerry. Like I watch that shit. I make my son watch it a lot, even though they don't. He really doesn't get into it that much, but he watches it.
Well, it's probably hard comparing that to like modern day shows because the modern day shows have better graphics and everything.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just funny because there's no way you would have seen Cartoon Network when it first started with all that if you're a millennial, or at least that's how I'm looking at it. So I'm saying if you don't remember Cartoon Network having nothing but old cartoons and none of their own shows, you're probably a millennial. And the same thing goes with the internet. If you didn't grow up, if the first time you used the internet was via broadband or even on its own thing, I want to say you're a millennial. So also we have the different boy band groups.
I was going to say that. I love how you fucking had that on there. Generation X has BSB and NSYNC, and the millennials have Bieber and One Direction.
I would say that's a pretty good.
So you're telling me I'm supposed to like that shit?
I'm not. What I'm telling you, okay, it's a little bit. This can be a little bit convoluted because we could also claim New Kids on the Block.
Of course.
When I was younger, we also had New Kids on the Block, but we finished with Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. That was what we kind of finished with.
Oh yeah.
Then, after that came the millennials, or came Bieber and One Direction. There's almost no chance we are going to like Bieber and One Direction. They're so far out of our generation. However, I would say if you like,
I think TR does.
if you like, I'm just saying if you like pop music and you like Bieber and One Direction, there's a very good chance that you're a millennial. You are not part of Generation X.
No.
And if you have zero idea of New Kids on the Block, meaning you never owned any of their stuff, which actually brings me to another topic that we missed, which is tapes, cassette tapes.
Yeah.
I would say that if you've never owned a cassette tape, there's a good chance you're a millennial.
Agreed.
Because cassette tapes went out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
For Gen Xers.
I don't think any of them probably would have bought. I mean,
but you own cassettes, though, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
I'm not saying you do currently, but you own them when you were young.
Well, I do. I still have them.
Oh,
I mean, I still have them.
I don't know what you're doing with cassette tapes now.
Why not, dude? I mean, I still have them.
Because it's weird.
No, dude, because that's the thing is, and that's why I know what I am, because, and it's not even nostalgic for me, is that I can still go back and just pick that tape up and put it in my fucking old tape player at my parents' house and listen to these tapes. Like, remember having to record on the radio a blank tape
God,
and hitting play and record when the song came on and shit? I have whole mixed tapes of that.
You still have those?
Yes.
Dude.
I still have all that shit.
Convert those to digital.
I have all that. I love it. I mean, because I used to go sit in my basement, play pool, and sit there and listen to like old school B94, and make fucking mixtapes and shit, dude.
So you're listening to?
Yeah, that's what it was. But like, I remember that. Like, that's not a distant memory to me. Like, that's not that long ago. But these kids today, when the hell did they have to do that?
No, I actually saw a video of some of the kids like trying to use a VCR.
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't figure out how to stick the VHS tape into the VCR.
That's so fucking sad.
It's not sad. It's just it just shows that they're millennials.
No, it makes me sad. Like, it makes me feel really old.
I mean, granted, we knew how to use 8-track, but
Yeah.
actually, we knew how to use records.
Yeah, I played fucking. Oh man,
I can say that my first ever
Atari?
album was actually a record. It was I want to say it was a song called it was like a Christian song that my mom got me, like these old songs for kids, and it was called like Bullfrogs and Butterflies.
I mean, my parents still have
a
their
record, dude.
record player in the basement that we used to play all the time.
Yeah.
Me and my brother. And the thing is, I think a big part of what shapes you as growing up is not your age, but your siblings. I'm the youngest of 4.
Yeah.
My oldest sister is in her 40s now. Yeah, I'm not going to date her, but whatever. She is, whatever. But,
What?
huh?
Okay.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying.
So weird.
Women, no, whatever. Don't tell people how old I am, whatever. But, and like my older brothers, are 6 years apart, 3 years apart than me. And I lived growing up through them. Like everything they were doing, I was experiencing. So I wasn't being 10. I was being like 17 at that time, So I know a lot of shit.
I know what you're saying. My brother is 7. My youngest brother is 7 years older than me. My sister is like 18 years older than me. But I mostly lived through my brother, who is 7 years older than me. So
yeah, and that's what it is. And
you're a little kid, and all. I mean, my brother was listening to like music like "Mama Said Knock You Out" and Guns N' Roses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just weird. Like, but that is it's almost like we grew up with the '80s.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because that's what I mean, even though we were very young in the '80s, we were growing up with people that grew up in the '80s.
Yeah, so it shaped my childhood to the point where I'm not going to forget. I used to rush home in first grade, only being 7 years old. And I remember running home, putting on the radio, waiting for, my favorite song to come on, but which back then would have been like a New Kids on the Block song or, some shit like that.
My brother didn't allow me to listen to New Kids on the Block.
I have my brother had the original like cassette recording releases of like Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning from Metallica and Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. I still have all those cassette tapes, and that's what I used to listen to growing up. So I don't know. I don't consider myself a standard 31-year-old, but whatever. It is what it is.
I also have on there that spanking wasn't out of style, only because for some reason
I still remember getting my ass whooped.
It's so like it's almost. It's weird. Like people look down upon it. Like it's like this awful thing. Like oh, you hit your kids. Oh, you spank your kids. Like you can't do something like that. But then again, kids can be like complete utter douchebags nowadays.
Well, that's why they are. They're fucking assholes. Nobody's allowed to hit their kid anymore. I literally, and the thing is, it did nothing but good. I remember verbatim.
You're a parent now, Jim.
Yeah.
So
what about it?
Does it hurt not being able? I'm gonna assume. Well, I mean, are you able to spank your kid?
I smack my kid's ass. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you probably are able to help. I mean, that to me helps. I mean,
I'm not
needed.
Yeah, no, he's being bad, or talking back or yelling or, he gets smacked. That's common sense. I remember getting like in trouble when my mom beating the shit out of me. I remember that. We still talk about that now.
I know.
but that's like when I was like, we were like 17 then. I remember when I was like 10. I still remember it happening to me. It shaped me and made me realize I was an idiot, and her doing that to me helped me. It helped. It made me not want to get my ass smacked again. Kids today don't realize that. They have no idea.
Well, it's actually parents today don't realize it. It's less the kids and it's more the parents, because the parents are the ones that think that there's
but the parents are being shaped
it.
by society, and back then no parents cared about what society thought.
The internet now rules. That's a problem.
Yeah,
everything is widespread. It's basically the circle of truth here, or whatever the heck they call that. No, spiral of I can't remember what it's called. Basically, it's whatever is the major thought mainstream is the one that flows throughout. So as people start to think, oh, there's something wrong, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but I don't know.
Oh, rotary phones. Did you own a rotary phone?
Yes.
Okay. We had a rotary phone probably for too long. That's only because my dad was like ridiculously old. My dad is just my dad actually had me at when he was 45. So my dad is much older than normal people's dads. Let's put it that way, or at least people my own age. For that reason, but yeah, we had a rotary phone. I'm gonna say that if you're a millennial, there is almost 100% chance you did not ever have a rotary phone. You might have only had a cell phone, but at the very least, you probably only had a digital phone, a phone where you could just press buttons.
Cordless phone, yeah.
Yeah, a cordless phone. Dude, we didn't even have a cordless phone for the longest time. We went from a rotary to one of those phones where you still had the cord. It was just a really long cord.
A really long one. It hung down from the wall onto the ground. And it stretched all the way out. It was always fucking kinked up.
It's like 100-foot cable.
Yeah. Run around each wall to fucking 3 different rooms.
Well, Mom, on the phone.
Cameras? What about cameras?
What about cameras? Oh, I don't.
Like, when I was growing up, it was we had Polaroids, the big ass square, the light comes, the flash comes up, you hit the thing, the fucking film comes out. Now it's like I don't know any person now that doesn't know anything about other than digital. I mean, we can develop our own film. We learned that in school. They don't do that shit now.
We did actually. I was in the black and white photography.
So was I, and we learned how to develop our own fucking film.
I really don't. I don't know what bridges the gap for that though. What does a millennial see as far as the oldest camera that they know? I wish we had I wish we had TR on here just to say like, what is the oldest camera that you remember? Because I mean, for me, obviously the oldest camera I remember are the typical ridiculously old ones where it was either Polaroid or there was one with the.
Like my sister always
had to shut the door.
My sister had this pink one. It was like a long rectangle, like this skinny and like this long, and just click the button on the top, and it was like a reusable ones you get from like Walmart now. Yeah. Like you just press the button, you had to charge up the flash.
Wait, can you still buy reusable cameras with film?
Yeah, because they still develop them in stores.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
My parents have them. I don't know if they bought them 20 years ago or if they just bought them, but they still have them.
I don't even know why you would buy that now.
They're sitting because they don't know how to use digital shit, dude.
A phone?
My parents have no idea. My parents have a flip phone. They have no idea how to use a fucking cell phone.
My dad doesn't know how to do that. He has to buy regular. But I mean,
my parents have no idea how to text. They don't know how to send, anything. They don't do anything like that. They pick up the phone and dial it. When they get home, they shut it off. There's no cell phone usage unless they're driving out somewhere.
I think that there is a huge gap between Gen X and millennials. Also, just the way that we think. I mean, I honestly think that we do think completely different, but a lot of that can be seen in stuff like politics and the way that we work, the way that we're inspired by different things.
I love Bieber.
Do you? You do look like a believer, Jim. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll tell you right now, work ethic is one of the number one things today. Being in my position now where I hire people, it is insane the amount of lazy people out there now that don't want to do anything. Even when you give them the easiest tasks, they will try to find a way to make it easier. And it's amazing to me. It's crazy.
Well, making something easier doesn't necessarily mean...
No, not easier. Easier for them. But easier for them means not doing their job. It's them being lazy, not wanting to do the simplest shit.
Like, I deal with...
show up and walk around. That's all you got to do.
I deal with, boomers and stuff like that I work with, where the big objective for me is I like to try to... I have this thing where I say, think smarter, not harder. Where, like, if I have to do something, I try to find the fastest way to get it done. And I will spend time trying to find the fastest way to get it done. And I won't be working on getting it done during that time period. Mm-hmm. But that's just what I do. I look at that as thinking smarter, not harder. Whereas they just want me to get it done as fast as humanly possible. Whereas with millennials, they just don't want to do it.
Yeah, they just don't want to do shit. Oh, what do you mean I got to work for my paycheck? No, that's fucking retarded, man. Come on now. Stupid. Stupid.
It's definitely goofy.
All right.
You want to start making fun of TR now?
You want to play a commercial? We're half hour in.
I think we can do the commercial.
Yeah, let's do a commercial. All right,
for everybody else, we will see you guys shortly.
Be right back.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah?
Hold on, I went in on this.
Dude, I really want to let our listeners know about the greatest photographer in Pennsylvania, probably the world.
Oh, you're talking about Hodnick Photography. I agree that he is the greatest and the one to go to for all your pro photography needs.
Hell yeah.
He does weddings, senior pictures, model photos, circumcisions, whatever.
Damn, that guy sounds awesome. Is he sexy too?
Of course, dude.
Just head over to hodnick.net. That is HODNICK.net.
That's hodnick.net. Get there.
It's
We got-
the Jim and Zopecast.
We gotta re-record that fucking thing, dude. It's so
I like it the way it
that
is.
is so embarrassing, dude. Oh, I hate that so bad. HodnickPhotog.com.
.net. Dude, TR once again sounded absolutely god awful in there.
God awful.
He might be the worst actor I've ever heard in my entire
Oh
life.
my god, I don't know how he could even think about coming into and doing anything around anybody ever.
Is he sexy too? Yeah.
I want to bang him.
Dude.
That's so stupid.
So
All right,
I heard you have some funny stories about TR, dude.
Well, he told me I could talk about it, so I'll talk about it. We went out last week and driving. He only had like 3, maybe 4 drinks. Well, the last drink I was getting ready to leave, I said, just chug that, and I'm leaving. Okay, so he chugged it, and we're driving up the hill from behind New Brighton, coming up into Rochester, and he's like, "You might want to pull over." Didn't say anything else. I'm like, "You gonna puke?" He's like, "Yeah." So I pull over. He opens the door, just yaks everywhere, all over the road.
Ugh.
Oh, and I'm like, "What the hell, dude? You had 4 drinks." It's the first time in a long time, like, that somebody's ever puked from drinking in a while, like in my presence. Actually, it's been a while.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I guess we're older now, so I mean,
we kind of know when to stop now.
do you, Jim? Do you know when to stop?
I know exactly when to stop, when the show ends.
What's that shadow coming from over there, and just to the left of you? I see a shadow.
What other stories do you have of drinking, Bob?
Of a human being.
What other stories do you have you ever had? Have you ever
of drinking?
Like you're like man,
I have awful stories
getting
of
sick, or
Well,
something stupid.
I have the one story of us going to a country concert. Actually, this happened twice to me, and it's so bad because it's so embarrassing. But we went to this country concert, and it's actually me and you did a bunch of interviews and pretended we were from MTV.
That wasn't a country concert. That was Fall Out Boy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was Fall Out Boy. But yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. But
And you,
I had
you found that though, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
We got to
And
play that shit.
I
man.
know. I got to get sound bites from it. Hopefully, it didn't get wrecked.
This
in
was
the,
the original
trash.
Jim and Zope cast ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we were 21, 22 maybe.
Yeah, it was something like that. But I had to pee really bad, so I decided to go behind a dumpster to go pee. So I'm peeing at this dumpster, and I'm looking over at somebody else, and I realize that I'm so drunk that I'm not exactly peeing at the dumpster. I'm just peeing right at, like, I'm hitting at the dumpster, but it's coming and hitting me back in my pants. So it's just reflecting right back off. And I got out, and I just noticed, like, my pants are soaking wet. It looks like I just pissed myself. So
awesome.
I have to now walk past all of these people, and everybody's, like, laughing at me. And Aaron's like, what the heck? He's like, you pissed yourself, blah, blah, blah. It was so unbelievably embarrassing.
That's funny as hell.
And that was the first time that somebody said that I pissed myself. The second time was me. I was in the car. I don't remember who else was in there. You might have been there. But I think Aaron was for sure. But I was in the back seat, and I had to go. I have, everybody knows me that goes drinking with me that I have the worst bladder. As far, like, I have to pee every freaking 10 minutes. So somebody gave me a bottle to pee in, and I went to go pee in the bottle, and then once again I stopped paying attention to it, and instead I was just peeing into my pants.
That's funny.
So I soaked my pants all over, and once again, everybody made fun of me for peeing my pants. So that was a typical drunk move for me. Other than in Nick Hodnick's car, this is the worst thing that I've ever done. I would say, aside from maybe punching you in the face, the worst thing that I've ever done was in Nick Hodnick's car. I got into his car, and I told him I had to get out to pee. So he pulls the car over to the side of the road. So I get out of the car, and I get out, I aim back at his car, and I start peeing into his car. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know. So I get back into his car, and then I start to puke in his car. So I pissed and I puked in Nick Hodnick's car.
That's awesome.
That is awful, dude.
I remember, I think it was Aaron who puked all behind. Were you in the car? I think Aaron puked behind in the back from the back seat all over Kane's back.
Oh God.
It was either Kane or Bobby, but I can't, or Aaron or Bobby, but one of them puked from the back seat and it just went all over somebody's back in the front seat.
If I had to place bets, it would be on Bobby because he puked all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I remember, what was that? Our Ocean City trip. And me and Bobby shared a bed. And I'm laying there. It's like freaking, I don't know, midnight. And I you know me, I was in bed like all day and night there. But he's laying next to me. All of a sudden, I just hear, Jim, yeah? And he's just puking on the side of the bed, dude. Oh, it was so disgusting.
Remember he puked in Jeff's drawer in Ocean City? Jeff had all of his like underwear and stuff in there, and Bobby opens up the drawer and just pukes into the drawer. Ruined all his stuff. Jeff was so bad that he went home with me.
Yeah, that's bad.
He was. I just remember him being so pissed off. Dude, Bobby was always. Dude, he puked twice in my car. Twice, not just once, twice. And actually, Sean Kane, when we were driving to our place in what the heck was the name of that town? What's that town beside Moon Township that we lived? Crescent.
Yeah, Crescent.
We're driving there, and cop is behind me, dude. We are like a tenth of a mile from the house. We were literally on the street going to our apartment building, and all of a sudden, Kane is like, dude, I just got to puke right now. He sticks his head out the... This is while cop is right behind me. He sticks his head out the window and starts puking all over the side of my car.
That's fucking
So,
nuts.
big surprise. A cop throws his lights on, pulls us over. We are like... we are a 1 minute freaking slow walk from our apartment. I mean, I can almost see our apartment from it. The cop pulls us over, and he's like, oh, you guys okay? I'm like, my buddy is freaking drunk out of his mind. I was so pissed off, dude. It was so ridiculous.
And I wasn't really a heavy drinker back then, so I don't have many puke stories. I remember one time me and Greg went down to Kamikaze's, or no, the Coliseum. Remember Coliseum? Down in Chester?
Of course, dude. Of course.
Well, back then I was drinking vodka cranberries, like a real man. And when we got home, for the first time and only time ever, he talked me into taking a chew. So I put a dip in my mouth, and I swallowed. And, well, I spit it out, and he's like, did you swallow that? I'm like, oh, I didn't spit it out the first time I swallowed it. 3 seconds later, I'm puking in his freaking garbage can, all red. It looked like I'm puking blood because I was drinking vodka cranberries all night. So it just came out blood red, dude. Oh, it was so gross. Oh.
Adam actually tried to get me to try that one time, a dip, and it was in my mouth for about 2 seconds before I spit it out.
Oh, it was so terrible. You got to be so dumb to do that stupid shit.
I'm not saying you have to be dumb. You just have.
Oh, it's just so dumb.
I just never got into it.
Yeah, it's stupid and pointless.
Dude, we still know people who do it.
I don't know anybody.
Yeah, you do. We have 2 friends that still currently do it.
They're not my friends anymore.
I'm not calling them out. Yes, they are your friends.
They're not my friends anymore.
Oh my God.
You want to talk about our party coming up?
What party coming up?
Through this email thread that I'm just looking at?
I don't even... Dude, if they don't come up with a date, I'm screwed.
He did.
Oh, he did?
He said March 12th.
Oh, shit.
It's St. Patrick's Day in Pittsburgh, too.
March 12th. Okay, I didn't know anything about this party.
Yeah.
God, I hope I can freaking go. It's gonna be a. Okay, good. I'm just gonna put. Okay, so that's the date that they settled on.
That's what it says right here. That's my brother's birthday. My birthday is on the 10th, so it'll kind of be a birthday thing for me. 2 days later.
I'm looking forward to that. That is our friend Adam Olshansky, by the way. He's having a bachelor party. That should be pretty awesome. Jim, what are you doing over there, dude?
About to throw up. This beer's warm.
You keep talking to that shadow to the left of you.
Just fuck up.
You're the one that keeps looking over there.
Did he say where?
No, I don't know. I didn't even see the email. I haven't been to work.
Well, apparently it's Pittsburgh. He said 3/12 St. Patty's Day in Pittsburgh, so I'm sure we'll get involved in those activities somehow, blah, blah, blah. So I guess we're going to Pittsburgh. Adam's coming up here.
All right, so are we doing a hotel room? Because I gotta also let my wife know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he didn't give any of those details yet, so we got to find something out.
I'll have to find out. Do you have any funny stuff, anything left to say about TR while he's not on the show? Because now's the best time to talk about him. Any I mean, I heard that he's had some homosexual tendencies. Is there anything?
He's been known to dabble. He's been known to dabble.
I've heard that he's graced your thigh on occasion.
On occasion. I mean, I'll tell you right now. We have a love seat and 2 recliners in the living room. For some reason, he tried to squeeze on the same recliner with me all the time. I don't know why. I let him go. I feel bad for him, but I love the kid. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Don't lie to me, Jim.
We dabble.
I've heard that he dabbles.
Sometimes he doesn't have the rent. I gotta do what I gotta do. I hope none of his family listens to this show.
I'm sure they all listen to this show. They're like, well, let's listen to the Gen X and Millenials.
I think they do.
Do they really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Then they understand.
Second news article.
Yeah. I don't guess who's
Get ready here. Get ready.
Guess who's too ugly?
Oh, yep. So, sorry, I forgot. He's a douchebag.
Is that TR's lightsaber, dude?
TR's lightsaber.
What did you do with it earlier?
Don't worry about it. It's very phallic, isn't it?
It is very phallic. Do you want to talk about The Walking Dead?
Oh, yes, of course.
That was an awesome episode.
Awesome
I'm so
episode.
glad they came back with that.
Top 3, top 4 episodes of the whole show.
Okay, so first, I want to talk about Glenn. I'm glad he's dead. Because I was scared to death of him being dead.
Oh, no, I thought that was it. I did think that was it.
I heard in the comics that he actually does die, so that's why I was like, oh.
Well, he does. I mean, everybody knows he gets bashed in the head by Negan.
Well, but that's not... Listen, the show goes differently than the way the
I know, but that's how the comics go.
Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't actually end up happening. But Carl did lose his eye.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alerts.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
If you haven't watched the show yet, come on.
It's Monday, dude. A lot of people don't yet.
That's ridiculous if you haven't seen it yet.
Anyway, okay. Give him about 5 seconds to shut the show off.
Dead air.
Okay. And, okay, yeah. Carl got his eye shot out. Carl! I'm surprised he didn't yell that, but
I was like sick to my. First of all, I was one of those people that did not like Carl for like the longest time, but I've kind of started to gain a respect for Carl, and now I like him. I think he's a cool kid, and he's now become more mature and stuff like that. But whenever that dude freaking got killed, and I saw that gun go off, I had a odd feeling. I was like, oh God, I hope he didn't like somehow.
Well, that was one of the things they did stick with from the comics. He does get his eye shot out in the comics, and he has an eye patch. To me, it's kind of redundant with the whole governor thing too. I mean, these eye patches need to go, dude.
Well, I think but think about it like in a Star Wars way. It's almost their way of showing like how somebody progresses to become that.
Well, I think his hair says that enough, but.
I'm just saying maybe this is their way of showing Carl becoming someone like the governor. You know, maybe he's going to become crazy sometime. I don't know.
No, he's
Don't go any further with the comics though.
Yeah.
Past the TV show. We definitely don't want to know that.
No, I won't. Well, yeah, The first part was actually pretty cool with Daryl with the rocket launcher blowing the whole gang up. That was pretty fucking cool.
That definitely had me surprised.
That was cool as shit.
I didn't know that was coming, and I was gearing myself up for one of them dying. I was like,
so did I.
I was like, oh, it's about to happen.
Like whenever they turn that camera to the side, I always imagine like you remember when the redhead dude in the prison was talking to Carol and he got sniped in the head.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, like when the camera turns like that, I always imagine like somebody's gonna go, oh, and then like fucking die. I thought it was gonna be the girl.
Sasha. No,
Sasha.
no.
Sasha.
Yeah,
Sasha.
yeah.
Sasha. I thought it was gonna be her when he said shut, like whatever. But yeah, I did not expect the rocket launcher, dude.
The redheaded guy's name. I can't remember his name.
Abraham.
I thought it was Abraham. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Abraham. I thought he was getting shot.
He plays too much of a big role. I mean, he'll
but
be
he's
around for a while.
He's a ginger.
Yeah, he is a ginger. He has no soul. They can't kill him. He has no soul. He's already a Walking Dead. You ginger fucks. But yeah, but that was an awesome part. What else? It was interesting seeing that the wolf guy who took that girl hostage was like kind of changing until he got killed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like feel bad. I was like, okay.
I didn't feel bad at all. It was just funny that it was crazy that he was actually trying to save her for some reason.
I cannot stand what's the black dude's name? The one who that has a staff all the time, Morgan. Dude, I don't like Morgan anymore. Like
he's a dick pussy. He's a pussy dude.
Dude, he has caused 50% of the problems that they're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
But by being an idiot. It's completely unnecessary. Dude, it's just completely unnecessary. It has nothing to do. What are you talking about? Born again? It has nothing to do with that.
Born again meaning he found a new path.
Huh?
Dumbass. Not Christian. Fucking asshole.
It has. I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of him anymore.
Nah, I wasn't a fan of him to begin with. He didn't do shit for me.
Well, he was cool at the beginning.
He wouldn't even shoot his fucking zombie wife. Then she ended up killing his son, so fuck him. He's an idiot. Every decision he makes is a fucking wrong decision.
He has been making some awful decisions, so I'll agree with you on that one.
Bingo, you would.
I don't know what else is really going on. I didn't get a chance to watch Talking Dead, so please don't spoil that for me, but I did see that Carrie Underwood was on it.
Carrie Underwood, for some odd reason, was on it.
I don't care. I think she's hot, so I was like, oh, that would have been cool to watch that, but I haven't seen that yet. That's going to sound terrible, the podcast.
Fuck him.
Jim just banged his bottle of beer against the mic. What is that, one bottle of beer? You finished. You freaking, you running a nursery over there, huh? Is that what you're doing, Jim?
It's my second, dude.
Okay.
That's
All
an
right,
empty one.
two beer queer.
Two beer queer.
Oh, it's getting real politically correct on this show, let me tell you.
None of this has anything to do with homosexuality. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Everybody, I don't have a problem with homosexuality.
It's fine. What do they say on Seinfeld all the time?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong. And there is nothing wrong
The show
with
is so unbelievable. But speaking of politically incorrect, have you ever seen the show Last Man Standing on Hallmark Channel?
No.
With Tim Allen? I'm telling you, Jim, right now, you would love this show.
It was on ABC.
What?
It was on ABC. I think they syndicated it over to Hallmark.
Oh. Well, I see it on Hallmark Channel, but it's
on YouTube or Netflix, too.
Dude, it is really freaking good. It's incredibly politically incorrect, and instead of like every other show that is liberal leaning on television, it's actually conservative leaning, which is a little bit different. I've never really seen a show that wasn't liberal leaning. That's kind of just the norm nowadays.
I don't know. Well, it's Tim Allen. He's never been known to be.
I didn't know. Really? Because I did not know that.
Nah, never. I remember when Home Improvement came out, he was, and then I finally got to hear like some of his his comic comedian shit. Yeah, he's definitely not a PC guy.
No, but the show's really good. So if you haven't seen it, especially if you've got Netflix, dude, you should watch it. I'm telling you, you'd like it.
I will. I've seen it on there. I've never played it yet.
We should go over our celebrity death pool. We have about
We got 8 minutes left. 9 minutes.
10 minutes left. No, we have 10 and a half.
We started that late.
Yeah, your timing's off, buddy.
I thought we started right on time.
All right, so my pick for this week is Kanye West, and I'm hoping that okay. Once again, I gotta stray away from hoping. I'm thinking that he might get killed because of his asking for money to be donated instead of money to be donated to poor people.
What?
Do you remember how Mark Zuckerberg was going to donate a bunch of money to people in starving countries to like help them out or whatever?
Okay.
Kanye West posted up on Twitter that he thinks that money should be given to him because he's going bankrupt and he would do better with it. I'm not joking. It's something along the lines of that. If anybody's listening that wants to, whatever.
I'm just so sick of hearing his name. Like, he is so annoying.
He is a awful human being. But yes, Kanye West. So Jim, who do you think? I'm sorry. I should say last week we had Glenn Close for me, Pete Rose for Jim, and Jack Nicholson for TR, and none of those 3 people died.
Thank goodness.
There were exactly. Thank goodness. There were like 10 other people who died, but none of those celebrities.
So what is our money up to?
Our money is up to $4. Man. We're getting to beer. Like, you're gonna be able to get a couple beers with it now.
Should I do a lump sum or spread it out?
What do you mean?
When I win.
What do you want? Who do you want it over time?
Over time.
Like 10 cents a month?
10 cents a month for 3 months. Just give me that. All right.
Well, wait a second. How many beers can that buy you at P-Dubs? $4.
That's $4 like one beer?
Okay. $4 really for one beer at P-Dubs?
It's a pretty expensive place, depending on what kind of beer you want.
Okay, that's probably for like a.
I had an Angry Orchard one time, and it was $6.
Damn, that's pretty high for an Angry Orchard.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
Neither do I.
What about Miller Lite?
That's probably 15 cents.
Oh, really?
Trying to give that shit away. Piss water from Monaca, Ohio River.
I'm just curious if it, that has some sort of lower price tag to it. But anyway, okay, we'll just say at $4 a piece, you could probably get a couple beers.
Yeah, probably.
So I'd say that's pretty awesome. But what is your pick?
One of my mixed drinks is like $3.25. So whatever. My pick is Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. Okay. What do you think he's gonna die from?
Great guy. I've met the guy. He is a very good guy. Very good old man. But
you met Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, I worked security for the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Oh, holy shit, dude! That's pretty cool.
He is going to get run over by a runaway golf cart.
Okay.
Driven by Kevin Nealon in one of the Cialis commercials or whatever the fuck they do together.
If any of us actually win this, it's going to be bad, dude.
It's going to be
because
bad.
Because we don't typically pick the people that you expect to. It's just going to keep going up. Eventually, one of these days, it's going to get out of our price range.
Yeah.
Look, we're not going to be able to afford to freaking play this.
Episode 340. We're just
all right, we each owe like $70.
$70. Sorry, we're going to end this game real quick.
So TR actually gave us his pick. Did you want to tell everybody what TR picked?
TR picked Donald Trump.
How do you say he was going to get killed?
He's going to be assassinated.
Who assassinates a guy who hasn't even made it to president yet?
Exactly. When the other guy's been in there for 8 fucking years, so whatever. Anyway, yeah, okay. Good for him for picking Donald Trump.
So you're saying that some crazy liberal is going to come out and just
who doesn't
shoot Trump in the face?
Yeah, who doesn't want to earn money for the country? Okay, fine, that's cool. Don't worry about it.
Shoot him in the face. I'm not 100%. And which actually, we'll wait until we get into this topic, and then we'll start going into it. Hold on, we have a third news article.
Guess who's too?
Oh, don't matter. He's fucking beating Farman over there.
Farman, son of a whore.
Beat Farman, little son of a bitch.
I hope his parents aren't listening. All right, so
I'm sorry, but anytime You have a family member listening to this show. You have to tell them what kind of show it is first.
This is a show about nothing.
This is a show about nothing. We do not mean what we say. Shit comes out of our mouths. Just let it roll off your back, dude. We don't mean anything wrong. So anyway, love
Jim,
JR and his family. Whatever.
The primaries currently.
My battery's almost dying. So go ahead.
Currently in the front. Your battery for what?
My laptop.
Dude, why is it not plugged in?
I forgot.
Okay.
How much time we got left?
We have 5 minutes left.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna be finishing the show by myself.
I got 7 on here. It says.
Okay. Well, okay. The primaries. Currently in the front is for the Democrats is too. It's we'll start with them: Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. Personally, I'm terrified of the both of them, mainly because that's all. Our nation does not need any more liberal policies. It's liberal policies that
Keep talking. I'm gonna get my plug.
have robbed us of everything.
Keep talking.
And the front running for the Republican Party is, oh my God, it's Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. I want to say there's some other people in there, but it's mostly Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. I like Ben Carson. Personally, I'd probably pick Ben Carson over them. I don't know. Donald Trump's a little bit ridiculous to me. I mean, I would support him over Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. However, I just can't say that he's going to be the best person for the nomination. Like, I just don't trust the guy. He seems like a sleazeball.
I don't know. You know what? You can say whatever you want. I mean, every politician can be called a sleazeball. They all lie. They all try to say whatever that's going to get them the votes. Bottom line is, the state of where our country is now with our financial problems, why not try a different route? A guy who has made a lot of money for himself, that kind of knows something about business, why not give it a chance? You know what I mean?
He's so dumb with other stuff.
That's why you hire a cabinet and a vice president and people behind you.
That's what he does. But we're talking about the leader of the country. We're not just like, who do we pick to freaking run, Chick-fil-A? We're picking the leader of the country.
What are your positives about the guy that's been there for the last 8 years?
No, he's terrible.
They picked him twice, so what the fuck?
He's probably the worst president in history.
Exactly.
So now we have to recover from that, and everybody wants to go to either far side, because it's either you so supported Obama that you're like, I want something even worse than what Obama has already delivered upon. It's pretty much people that say, I really want a lot of free shit. Or you're the people going, oh my God, this is so bad. I want whatever is going to be the complete opposite of what he's doing. And however, I will say that I hope if Donald Trump gets into office that he does right. But there are so many things that scare the crap out of me. The fact that he said that he wants to shut off parts of the internet to people from the outside because he doesn't want them in our internet tells me that he's also semi-retarded when it comes to tech stuff. And what else could, I don't know what other stuff he could be semi-retarded to. So we want to bring somebody in, and I don't know what he knows. Like, what
the hell does Bernie Sanders know about technology? He still uses a rotary phone and 8-track.
Who do you like better, Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton?
I never want to hear the name Hillary Clinton again.
I will tell you that I like Bernie Sanders more than Hillary Clinton based upon, and here's the thing, I don't want either one of them getting into office, but I like the character behind Bernie Sanders better, because Hillary Clinton is just a lying bitch. I cannot stand her. She's an awful human being.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Bernie Sanders wouldn't ruin the country. I'm just saying as a person, I probably tolerate being around him more than Hillary Clinton. At least Bernie Sanders is... I don't know. At least he has his own way of thinking, and he's from the outside. But I'm not going to vote for a Democrat. They're destroying our nation. But as far as Republicans go, I'm bouncing all around because I don't know who to pick. I mean, if a primary comes up, I still don't know. I mean, I kind of like Ben Carson, but he can't get votes. Ted Cruz can be slimy himself, so I really don't know. I mean, he's being called a liar left and right. And we already know freaking, Donald Trump's a sleazeball, so it's tough to say. and then the other guys are all establishment, and I don't like GOP establishment people. So I don't know. I feel like we're having to vote between a douche and a turd, and we're 30 seconds left, by the way.
Everybody loses when you vote between a douche and a turd.
Everybody loses.
Turd sandwich.
Wow.
Anyway, that was
crept up on us fast, dude.
It did. Anyway, chapter 43 in the books. Thanks everybody who listened live, and welcome to listen to our show through the whole week and podcast on any of our sites. Go to GemandZope.com.
5,
4, 3, 2, later.
Later, everybody. Oh. Yes, publish. Wait,
later.
what? Oh, there it is. It's publishing right now.
Okay.
I accidentally published our test.
That's awesome.